Okay, so hello. So this one, I have the full body is ready to animate. Um, so you have the stretch, you have the soft IK, you have upper and lower lengths, you have the volume preservation if you don't want. Um, I have automatic foot roll, and the classic reverse foot attributes, and you have some controls on it if you want to access directly. I have some ribbons for the bendy lips, and I also have the ability, to have those procedural things that you can see now. It's pretty common now, but I keep it on the rig for now. You have the ability you can adjust the wall position of the leg if you want. You have automatic pull vector with an option if you don't want it. Uh, yes, you have the elbow snap, and once you snap, you have the FK option. You can use the leg after snapping and full FK. And on the spine, we have it's the auto growing. You can adjust, and you also can adjust the position of the bend of the spine. And you have the same thing on the other side. You have the same thing with the reverse spine setup. So it's exactly the same setup but reversed. And each span is on top of each other, and we finish past the IK span, which is the last layer if you want to animate in X span. And with the volume preservation. Here on the scapula we have the automatic percent that you can adjust the twist that you want on the scapula. And we also have an alpha clavicle when you are in IK mode, as you can see. And we also have a translate control with the stretch attributes, which allow you to stretch or not the scapular area. And behind the character and back of the character, we have an automatic. Let me show you. Maybe in FK would be a better solution. We have an automatic with this control. We have an automatic sliding shoulder blade here that you can adjust later if you want to manage the back of the character. And we have a double management of the heads. So this is the twist, the neck twist rotation. If you want to adjust the head, you have a simple control to just manipulate the head itself without touching the neck. Uh, and you have the same things here for the arm, manipulate the position of the arm. Of course, you have the classic space switch, so you can tell if you want or not following the rotation of the chest or things like that. And it's I have the same thing on the FK on the IK. So for example, if I go here in IK, you can see the arm is following chest. And if we go inwards, you don't have the space switch. So plastic space switch, but I have also on FK and IK. I don't have the facial. It will come later. What I have to is yes, I have also a contour twist here for the spine. Yes, you can manage the hips individually, and I have some tweaker control here for the. It's just attached to the body, and you can just adjust the wears if you want. So all the clothing have been set up that the way it's basically following the body, and if you want to change, you just need to move those controls, and you can adjust all those things if you want. Same thing for the necklace here. Yeah, you can see you have the exact same system. The chest also has a space switch if you want to do a chicken head. And you have for the hairs, I don't have any simulation yet because the rig is already pretty heavy because of the spine. Spine that needs a lot of calculation to do because it's free spine. each on top of each other with the auto growing system and the add variable system. So you have auto growing variable on the classic FK, you have auto growing variable on the reverse point setup, and then you have the ICAS point setup. So it's pretty heavy. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think when I will automate this system, I think I will give the ability to choose if you want just the classic system FK or if you want all the full features or if you want just the reverse. Because it's pretty heavy, really. It's not it's pretty expensive system actually if you want to use. And for now, the rig it's running pretty slow. But yeah, it's because of this kind of features that can't. Yes, it's how can I say? It's just um, it's a lot of computation. So it's slow down the rig. Um, I think that's pretty much it actually. Yes, you have the weapon. You have the space switch also for the weapons if you want to right hand, left hand, or basically on the word. So I choose to keep the offset on, so it's always stays. Whatever you switch, it's always stays in the center. So you need to place the weapon, and then you can space switch. So because if you, for example, you place it on the right hand, on oh my god, I just forgot to place it. Yes, you would break your rig. So uh, I choose to do it this way. Maybe we should just remove these options and manage this entirely by scripts. So I don't know. Yeah, here you have the ability, also the ability, I forgot this one. You have the ability to do some rotation because you can manage the ball vector by rotation or by transition. So you have two options available. You got a double code control here. If you want to offset here, if you want to do some overlapping here in translation, you can do your first animation here, and then you have this one to offset if you want. Yeah, basically that's all. Um, I would end with those things, which is additional layer control. It gives the animator the possibility to change the shape of the character if you need. If you say you want scene of raised, it's kind of character edition, and I give the ability to the animator to change actually the values of each deformation zones on all the rig. On It's available on ùuch module. So you can adjust the shape in the shot. If you had a shot and you think the arm, the shape it's not good, you can manage it. You have some other features that you can control the correct the roll of the arm if you want. You can say, okay, here I have a non-roll setup for the hips and for the shoulders, and you have an options that you can say, okay, I don't want the non-roll, and you can manage the amount of non-roll you want on the shoulder, on all the hips. And this is automatically repositioning on the good place uh, when you bend the spine to keep a good arc. When you do this, you see this one stays in position, so you keep the volume of the spine. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you will have fun. Of course, oh yeah, just I forgot this one. You can so mention you can hide the controls, of course, and everything is made in a modular way. So you will have a group on, you have the leg module, arm module, spine module, neck module, and so on. So it's pretty easy to read. If you want to change the rig, edit some things, it's pretty easy to go and change those things. So I just have an example of posing here. Uh, this is not the best posing that I made, but it seems to react pretty well. And the body rig seems in place. The body deformations, it's only classical rig, a classical skin, I mean, but this is not so bad actually. It handles pretty well, I think. Yeah, maybe we can add some corrective shapes on the elbow, corrective shapes on the scapular area, but yeah, for now, I think it's pretty okay. It's pretty good to go. For the hairs, I have a double system. I have a sliding system, so on some poses, if you want, you have the hairs that are sliding on the body, and if you don't want, you just you can keep the hairs following the head. You see, you just shut down the sliding, and now you have the just an FK from the arms. It depends on what you want to do with the body rig. So I hope you like it, and yeah, see you later for the facial features. Bye.